My name's Richard, and for several years I ran a small construction company, and we never got any bigger. Things went along the same year after year, and I was really just getting by. And I got very frustrated and didn't really know how to change things. And I received a mailer and learned about the release technique. And within about 3 months of using the techniques taught in the release technique, I was able to turn my business around with no business plan and doing the same type of work I'd been doing for years, and all of a sudden I was making 10 times more money, working less, and enjoying the work a lot more. So if you're having a problem with your work life and are very frustrated and really don't have any direction on improving things, I would suggest trying the release technique. I'll give you a brief example. Ask yourself, are you frustrated with what's going on in your life? And if the answer is yes, rate yourself on a simple 1 to 10 scale and see just how frustrated you're feeling. And once you have that number, 10 being the most, 0 being the least, I want you to say yes to that frustration. This may seem counterintuitive, but we've been saying no to what's going on in our life for so long that saying yes can have a profound change. So say yes to your frustration, and say yes some more to your frustration, and say yes some more, and a little bit more, and even more. Now just take a check and see, have you moved? Are you at that same level? I bet it's dropped. Another helpful technique we've learned in the release technique is to ask yourself, what am I supposed to do to improve my business, to make more money? And usually you aren't going to get an answer. The mind doesn't tell you and give you directions on how to do this. So the next thing we always do is we tend to beat ourselves up. We disapprove of ourselves for not knowing an answer, not being able to figure it out. So at this point, you have to make a decision. You can be positive and love yourself, or you can be negative and beat yourself up. My guess is you choose to be positive. So instead of disapproving of your situation, could you give your situation and yourself just a little bit of approval? And could you give yourself even more approval and even more approval? Now take a check and see how you feel. Is it more possible for you to improve your situation? My guess is you feel a little bit more positive that perhaps a solution will be found for you. So if this interests you at all, I suggest checking out the release technique. We have several methods available, and you can start to experiment on your own, in your own home, and improve your life quickly, easily, and effortlessly.